So we are here with Miss Lascelles and Isaac, and we hope that by having a chat about their thoughts and experiences, we encourage others to have more positive conversations around similar topics. So if you read the headlines that men's health, particularly young men's mental health, was in crisis, what would you say to that?
I'd probably say nowadays that men, and particularly young boys, are not sometimes given enough guidance about how they should open up, who they should open up to.
I'm not sure I'd agree. I think there's always been an issue around men's health and men's mental health issues. I just think we're much better about talking about it now. I certainly have more open conversations with my male friends than I used to, and that's a really big change.
How do you support other men and boys when they are facing challenges?
Me first again.
It's entirely up to you.
The first step you need to do, I think, is just to sit and listen. I don't think there should be any judgment involved. In the years that I've been here, there have been so many opportunities for young boys to go and talk to somebody about a problem they're having and what they can do to overcome it.
Yeah, thank you.
I'd say the first step is to tackle that challenge. Often you stand off it and you're worried and you're scared of making that start. But I would always say, come on, tackle it, confront it, you've got my support, and let's see what happens.
Can you describe a time for us when another person has been a great support to you and why this has been so impactful?
I can't say I've experienced the
As old
adult
as I am.
years. Yeah, doubt the wisdom that comes with that though.
Thank you for casting this wisdom.
The first thing I can think of, I can remember being in year 9, and we'd also just experienced a big change going from the lower school into the senior school, and a friend, I remember, saw that I might have been feeling a bit off, a bit overwhelmed at the new things that were coming at me, and he just sat down with me, he just had a chat with me, asked what was up, and instead of just brushing it off, which I'll be honest is sort of what I wanted to happen, he was completely honest and said, "Oh, I understand what's happened. This is what we can do to help."
At school, I had an amazing amount of support, particularly at the age of 11. 2 incredible teachers at my prep school, male teachers, who really looked after me and encouraged me and smoothed out a few bumps. I was at my prep school playing tennis, and obviously in those days I was brilliant. And I won the tournament in my second last year at school, my last year at school, in the final, and I started losing to my best friend. Lost the plot, hurled my racket. It hit the umpire sitting on the umpire's chairs, and I was defaulted, quite rightly, disqualified, kicked out of the competition by this legend and mentor to me. He died last March, and the picture on his memorial service was him sitting in the umpire's chair, and that trauma came back to me 40 years later, and so that's my mental health.
Okay, so this is just for Lisa. What do you wish you had known when you were 18?
Oh my God. I would say the importance of money, but I don't think that's going to help the answers here, sorry, so you wouldn't like that one. Honestly, I think I would want to know that not everyone is as confident as they appear. The one thing I've seen now, as I've got older, no one's as confident or as assured as they would like you to think.
And Isaac, what do you wish you had known when you were 11?
I think the first thing that would spring to mind would be you don't need to fit in. You just need to sit down and be happy with what you're doing, the decisions you're making yourself.
I think that's really interesting, because the other thing I would say, I think, is have the confidence to be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I'd had that at 18.
Talking about like men's health, men's mental health shouldn't be awkward. Strength doesn't come from just sitting in silence.
I think I'd say look out for each other, because you have no idea what the person you're sitting next to in class or playing alongside in a team is going through, and they might look all right on the surface. But actually have the courage to have a conversation which says, "Are you all right? How are you?" And I think that should also affect how you behave, to make sure you're sensitive and thoughtful. Because, as I say, we have no idea what other people are dealing with.
Thank you both for sharing your thoughts and experiences, hopefully encouraging others to have similar conversations as well. As we have heard here, being open and honest about what you are experiencing means that with support you can overcome any challenge you face. Thank you.
Thanks, Tessa.
Thank you.
Any marks out of 10 yet for the answers?